Hello students, hope you are all having a good time. In the previous class we have discussed about electronic theory of valence. In today's class we shall discuss about new theory called VSE-PRT theory. The drawbacks in the previous theory was it was unable to discuss about the shapes and bond angles. Now using VSE-PRT theory we shall discuss about the shapes and bond angles. VSE-PRT theory is called valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Nothing but valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. Now, it was given by Sidgwick and Powell, and further it is developed by Gillespie and Nylom in the year 1957. Now, the first point of this theory is that lone pairs and bond pairs are VSE-PRT theory considers lone pairs and bond pairs as charged clouds, and these lone pairs and bond pairs repel each other. Because of the repulsion between lone pairs and bond pairs, or between bond pairs and bond pairs, because of the repulsion between the electrons present in the charged clouds, either it is lone pair or bond pair, molecules get certain shapes. Okay, that is about the first point. The next point is, if you know the number of lone pairs and number of bond pairs, you can tell about the shape of the molecule. The third point in this is, lone pair occupies more space than bond pair, because lone pair is attracted by only one nucleus, whereas bond pair is attracted by two nucleus. So lone pair occupies more repulsion than bond pair. The presence of a lone pair decreases the bond angle because of the repulsion between lone pair and bond pair, and further the bond angle in the atom decreases because of this repulsion. So that is what is the third point. The fourth point we shall discuss, depending upon the number of bond pairs, we shall discuss the angle and the shape. First take the example of BeCl2. Be gives 2 electrons for sharing. So here this is an electron deficient molecule. Here Cl is getting 8 electrons, Cl is getting 8 electrons, whereas Be has only 4 electrons. Be has 4 electrons, Cl gets 8 electrons, and more Cl gets 8 electrons here. Similarly here, since there are 2 bond pairs, to have minimum repulsion they are separated by angle 180 degrees and the shape is linear. Now when there are 3 bond pairs, this is boron, with this is also electron deficient molecule. Fluorine has got 8, fluorine has got 8 electrons in the outermost shell. Now if there are 3 bond pairs, the shape is trigonal planar. This is also an example of electron deficient molecule. Now the third example, you have 4 bond pairs. If there are 4 bond pairs, the bond angle is 109 degrees 28 minutes. So here the bond angle is decreasing because of the repulsion between the bond pairs. The shape here is trigonal planar. The fourth one, you have NH3. Here the bond angle further decreases to 107 degrees 48 minutes. That is because of the repulsion between a bond pair and the lone pair and the bond pair. Because of the repulsion between lone pair and bond pair, the angle further decreases to 107 degrees 48 minutes. If you take water molecule, there are 2 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs. Because of the repulsion between bond pair and lone pair, bond pair and lone pair, that is lone pair and bond pair, the angle further decreases to 104 degrees 31 minutes. Here the shape is angular. So this is what is about the VSE-PRT theory. If you know the number of bond pairs and number of lone pairs, you can talk about bond angle and shape. So if there are 2 bond pairs, to have minimum repulsion it is having linear shape, the bond angle is 180. If there are 3 bond pairs, bond angle is 120 degrees, the shape is trigonal planar as in the case of DF3. If there are 4 bond pairs, the shape is tetrahedron as in the case of CH4. If there are 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair, the shape is trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal, like in case of NH3, and the bond angle is 107 degrees 48 minutes. If the shape is, if there are 2 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs, there is a repulsion between bond pair, and lone pair as well as lone pair and bond pair, because of which the angle further decreases to 104 degrees 31 minutes and the shape is angular. This is about the BSc PRT theory.